Come on, brain. Don't you be failing me now with this review.
I have to go now. My planet needs me.
Son of a bitch!
Random Black Guy.
What up, everybody? Alfie here, aka Random Black Guy, aka Chocolate Face, no makeup. And finally, it's here. So let me just do my review for the film Tenet. Tenet is the newest science fiction espionage flick by the man, the genius himself, Christopher Nolan. You already know the man behind Memento, the Dark Knight trilogy, Interstellar. What else? My favorite science fiction film of all time, Inception. So this man is awesome. I was not the biggest fan of Dunkirk. Yeah, so the biggest reason why I wanted to see this film is obviously of Christopher Nolan, but also the cast. We got Robert Pattinson in this film, and we got John David Washington. So I was excited to see a black man being the protagonist in a Christopher Nolan film. That is what I've been waiting for. And the biggest criticism I have with Christopher Nolan is that minorities, they are in his film, but they're not a lot, especially black people. Black people in Christopher Nolan's film are nowhere to be found, except Morgan Freeman in The Dark Knight as Lucius Fox. But you know, everybody else is pretty gone. You know, we see some people, some black people, but it's not a lot. So seeing a black man being the lead in this film, I was excited. So what is Tenet about? Tenet is about the protagonist, that's his name, and he is fighting for the survival of the entire world, and he has to travel through time and world of international espionage. And he's on a mission to pretty much unfold beyond time. So that is the plot, and yeah, the plot is pretty complicated, to be honest. But still, I wanted to see what Christopher Nolan was giving to us. And I saw this film actually yesterday, but I had so much other stuff to do. This is going to be fresh out of my mind review. I do not have anything written down. I just want to give it to you guys straight ahead. Is Tenet good? Yes, it's good. It is good. I can even debate that it is really good. But is it a great film? Is it a great comeback for Christopher Nolan? No. And that is kind of crazy to say that. But, you know, if it was John Doe as the director, I would be pretty impressed. But Christopher Nolan's been giving us quality films. And Tenet to me is not one of his better films. And I'm sorry to say it, as a Christopher Nolan fan, I am disappointed. So, thing that I really like, obviously, is the action. The action in here is just top notch. And one thing that I gotta give kudos is that this film feels spectacle. It feels grand. It feels epic. Like when you watch this, first of all, guys, you gotta see it on the theaters. Please go watch it. I know Corona is hitting us, everybody, but if you had the chance, please go watch it. At the same time, even though I'm telling you guys to go watch it, it's a pandemic, so it's kind of hard, but you have to watch this film on the theaters. Or if you have somebody with a big screen at home or a massive TV, please watch it, because you will enjoy watching this film on the big screen. This film is just amazing. You will be with your mouth on the floor, really impressed of how big and how grand it really feels watching the film. This film feels luxury, it feels premium, and it's just amazing watching this unfold on this big screen. And it was really amazing, and I had a blast watching this. The action is top notch. It is really amazing. I think that the action is one of the highlights of the film. It feels like James Bond going through time travel. I just like how this film gave us what we wanted when it came to the action, and that is a satisfied action with not a lot of shaky cams and an awesome protagonist played by John David Washington. And another thing that I really appreciate with this film is the cast. I love the chemistry between Robert Pattinson and John David Washington. I like them a lot. Sometimes it felt like a buddy cop movie, even though they were taking this film seriously. It felt like that because they had so much of a good chemistry. I just sat back watching these people having a blast in this film and just being awesome. Also, Michael Caine, he's not in this film a lot, but he was good. Yeah, so I like the cast. And even Elizabeth Debicki, I'm probably saying her last name wrong, but yeah, she was good in this film. Even though she became sometimes a damsel in distress, I think that she worked well with the cast. Another thing that I appreciate with this film is that Christopher Nolan didn't dumb it down for us audience. He wanted to give us an intellectual film and give it to us in a way that it's a summer blockbuster film, and I can admire that, and I somewhat appreciate it because, you know, you've been watching a lot of the Marvel superhero flicks, so you want to watch a film that is different and somewhat in a way in your face and original. So I appreciate that he been giving us films like this. This is like a quality film, and you feel smart watching this film, if you know what I mean. So I appreciate the risk he took with this film because not a lot of people can give us a film like this. What else can I say? The direction is amazing. It's beautiful to see. The cinematography, yeah, the cinematography is so much related to the Inception. It has the same style and theme, and I like that. Even all the way to how they dress. Everybody dressed in a suave way. So I was like, kudos to that. It looks amazing. And, you know, the cinematography to me was also one thing that I appreciate. It looks really crisp. It feels like they took a lot of time, passion. You really have to sit down and study the camera and cinematography, and it worked well. It's beautiful and mellow to watch, but at the same time, all of this action and chaos. It's a beautiful duo that works well. So yeah, you know, I've been giving this film a lot of love and praise. So it's heartbreaking talking about the flaws with this film. And the first thing I have to say, and I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for it, but the dialogue in this film it's not that good. It's not that good at all. To me, it screams pseudo intellect. We are too smart for you. That can be a thing that scares away people because you want to have a film that can be in the thread of being complex but also being simple. This was all the way complex. The dialogue is just too much to handle. I wanted to buy a remote control so I can just rewind, so I can hear all of the stuff they were saying. Like sometimes it was just too much. It really felt like they were nailing down with information and foreseeing. It was just too much for information for me to bear with. So I think that this film, I would probably appreciate it a little bit more a second time watching this, but right now, the dialogue to me was just too much for me to handle. It's like talking to a salesman talking to you for 5 minutes, but it feels like he been talking to you for like over an hour. And another thing that I did not appreciate with this film is that it goes hand in hand with the dialogue. This film is too goddamn. To me, this is hands down Christopher Nolan's most ambitious film. And by having a film that is like that, it can be too much of a pretentious film. This film screams, look at me, I'm amazing. And even though I'm one of those guys who are like, yeah, you are amazing, I'm a fanboy. So I'm always gonna like everything and see everything that is presented by Christopher Nolan. But right now, it was like a glitch in the Matrix while watching this film, because I realized like this film is just too much for me to take. I never felt that way watching Inception. I was like, wow, this film is revolutionary. I have to see more so I can get more new information. But with this, I was like, oh my god, what the hell is going on? It's like having a drunk debate with Neil deGrasse Tyson about space. You know that you will lose because this dude knows so much about it. So this film is just so freaking much to see and get. Like, I did not even want to go to the bathroom because I was like, okay, if I go to the bathroom, I will miss something. And you have to pay attention. If you don't do it, it's your loss. Because I realized, like, okay, this goes along with this one. This go along with this one. I felt stupid. I felt like these type of idiots who have posters all over the wall trying to figure out the plot because the timeline is all over the place with this film. And that's what I mean with complex. It doesn't have a linear timeline. It goes all over the freaking place. So it is so much information. It is so much to bear with. And if you don't really sit down and pay attention and really concentrate, it's your loss. And another thing I did not like with this film is Kenneth Branagh's character. Obviously, you know he is the villain. I almost spoiled, but yeah, he was one of the villains, and to me, he wasn't that interesting. He wasn't. He felt like a move, ha 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 ha, I'm gonna take over the world. Even though this film, to me, like I said, it has a lot of flaws. Like I said, with timeline and the dialogue, even though I really wanted to be more nitpicky, I can't because this is a spoiler-free review, because this film, I think that Christopher Nolan had just a lot of ideas he wanted to give us, but some stuff worked well, some stuff did not do it. And yeah, timeline, that's what I said. But here, I'm sorry, even though I enjoyed this film overall is probably going to divide the fans. Some people are loving it, while some people are really hating it. And I've never seen this with a Christopher Nolan film. Either you like it or you enjoy it. But here, I've seen people hating it. Like, after watching this film, I had to talk with some people. We started as 2 people, but we ended up with a group of 20 trying to figure out this film. And the more we talked about it, the more we realized, like, yeah, some of the plot hole and continuity, it's not really there, because if it works like this way with this way, it should be like this way when it comes to the conclusion. But even though it has a lot of flaws, I still enjoy it. So my rating of Tenet, I give Tenet 3.6 out of 5. Still a pretty good rating. I enjoy this film. I said I think this film is good, even really good. But when it comes to a Christopher Nolan film, you want to have a good or even a masterpiece. But this is not it. I think this film is just too complex for some people to understand, and you just have to really sit down and be prepared for what this film is given. If not, then you're either going to like it a lot or you're going to hate it. And I'm in the camp of liking it, even though I know this film has a lot of flaws. So yeah, see this film when it's coming out, okay? Yeah, 3.6 out of 5 for Tenet. Anyways, guys, what do you think about Tenet? Have you seen Tenet? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Write your comments down below and let me know. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to click the notification bell, so every time I upload a new video, you'll be the first to see it. My name is Alfie, aka Random Black Guy, aka Chocolate Face No Makeup. And that was a spoiler-free review for the film Tenet. Until next time, guys, I'm giving you out there. Hey.
Random Black Guy.